The story begins at Willow Hollow, a sunlit estate tucked behind rolling hills, far from any town. Every child raised here calls it home, and every child calls the woman who runs it Mother Rosalind. She isn't just a caretaker to them. She's the only family most of them remember. Life inside Willow Hollow follows a gentle rhythm. Mornings are for lessons, afternoons for games in the orchard, evenings for supper together at one long table, laughter echoing until the candles burn low. Everything about the place feels flawless, except for one detail nobody questions. Every child wears a thin silver wristband, sealed shut, engraved with a number instead of a name. They've worn them for as long as they can remember, so nobody thinks twice about it. Among the children, 3 stand apart. Lily is bold and quick-tempered, always first to climb the highest branch. Theo is thoughtful and endlessly curious, the one who reads every book in this small library twice. Sam says little, but notices everything, quietly working out answers before anyone else finishes the question. All 3 consistently top Mother Rosalind's private evaluations, tests she insists are simply for their education. Despite the warmth of daily life, one rule at Willow Hollow is absolute. No child may cross the stone wall that borders the estate. Mother Rosalind says the world beyond is unsafe, riddled with dangers she refuses to describe, and because the children trust her completely, no one has ever dared to argue. There's a second rule everyone quietly accepts. When a child turns 16, they are chosen for placement, sent to live with a sponsor family somewhere beyond the wall, and they never write back. It's simply how things work. One evening, it's finally 17-year-old Callum's turn. The younger children throw him a small farewell party, tearful but excited for him, and Mother Rosalind walks him toward the estate's outer gate as the sun sets behind the hills. As the celebration winds down, Lily notices something left behind on the courtyard bench, a small leather notebook Callum always carried, the one he filled with sketches every night before bed. Certain he'll want it, she grabs Theo, and the 2 of them race toward the gate to catch him before the car leaves. At the gate, they find a black transport van idling in the dark, its engine humming low. Lily smiles, expecting to see Callum through the window. Instead, she freezes. Through the tinted glass, she sees him slumped motionless in the back seat, a thin cable connected from a small device to the base of his skull. Before either of them can react, footsteps approach, and the 2 children drop instinctively behind a hedge, holding perfectly still. Moments later, 2 men in dark coats step out, speaking in clipped, business-like tones about cognitive yield and neural density, phrases that mean nothing to the children except that they are talking about Callum like he's inventory. Mother Rosalind emerges from the shadows to meet them, calm and composed, assuring the men that next quarter's placement will be even sharper, even more valuable. One of the men glances toward the hedge, sniffing the air as though sensing something, but finds only Callum's fallen notebook resting in the grass. Lily and Theo realize, in the space of a single breath, that Willow Hollow was never a home. It's a harvesting ground, where children are raised, tested, and refined until their minds are worth enough to sell. The same woman who sang them to sleep every night has been cultivating them for something unspeakable all along. The man hands the notebook back to Mother Rosalind, and her expression sharpens instantly. They agree there's only one option left: escape together and leave no one behind. The next morning, they act as if nothing happened, smiling through breakfast while their minds race. That afternoon, they sneak to the stone wall to study it properly for the first time. It's higher than it looked from the orchard, smooth and unscalable without rope and hooks. That night, while hiding a coil of rope inside a hollow oak, they hear a voice behind them. Sam has been watching the entire time, and unlike them, he doesn't look shaken at all. He asks flatly what they're planning. Knowing there's no point lying, Theo tells him everything: the van, the men, the wristbands, Mother Rosalind's true purpose. Sam listens without interrupting, then simply nods and offers to help. With his quiet precision on their side, the impossible starts to feel slightly less impossible. Together they search the estate for anything useful, and in the library, Theo notices a strange symbol stamped inside the back cover of certain books, a small compass paired with a string of numbers. The pattern leads nowhere they can trace yet, but it tells them someone else once tried to warn the children who came before. Their momentum stalls the following evening, when Mother Rosalind introduces a new assistant, a sharp-eyed woman named Miss Agnes, who watches the children with unsettling focus. Lily senses immediately that she's a new obstacle standing between them and the wall. Unbeknownst to the children, Mother Rosalind quietly hands Miss Agnes files on Lily, Theo, and Sam, instructing her to watch the three closet. The next day, Lily organizes a sprawling outdoor game for all the younger kids, disguising survival training as play, teaching them how to move quietly, hide effectively, and stay calm under pressure. Miss Agnes joins in and catches nearly every child within minutes, except Sam, who slips past her without effort every time. Her eyes narrow, and it's clear she suspects something is being rehearsed. Certain that Mother Rosalind is always one step ahead, Theo sets a trap, feeding two false rope locations to two younger children he trusts will repeat it innocently. That night, a note appears under Mother Rosalind's door, naming one of the fake spots. By morning, the false rope is missing. Theo realizes instantly that only one other person could have known the second real hiding place. Sam admits the truth without flinching. He's been quietly reporting to Mother Rosalind for over a year, trading information for extra freedom and a delayed placement date, buying himself time to search for his own way out. He explains he deliberately left the notebook behind that night, hoping someone would find the truth on their own. Rather than turning on him, Theo decides they still need his mind. They bring Sam fully into the plan, feeding Mother Rosalind carefully constructed lies from then on. But everything accelerates when Mother Rosalind informs Sam, without warmth, that his placement date has been moved up. His time is almost gone. Desperate now, the three test the wall with real rope under cover of night, but Miss Agnes finds them first. Instead of exposing them, she makes an offer. She was raised in a facility just like this one, until a scholarship pulled her out, and she's spent years since trying to prove what really happens behind places like Willow Hollow. Exposing the children's escape would only bury the truth for her. She agrees to help, and that night she explains the full scope of what the estate is built on, a private network that harvests gifted young minds and sells access to their cognitive data to the highest bidder, all hidden behind adoption paperwork and forged records. Days later, Miss Agnes is abruptly reassigned without warning, a clear punishment for asking too many questions. Before she's escorted off the property, she slips a small brass key into Sam's palm and says only that it opens something he'll need later. With time running out, Lily and Theo make a final attempt on the wall while Sam distracts Mother Rosalind. She sees through the plan instantly, corners them both, and when Lily tries to shield Theo, Mother Rosalind's calm finally breaks into something colder. She makes it clear that Sam's placement will happen tonight, no matter what they do. In their final hours together, Sam tells them he has no regrets, that if his placement buys the younger children more time, it's worth it. Before he's taken, he uses Miss Agnes's key to unlock a maintenance hatch he found weeks earlier, revealing an old drainage tunnel running beneath the wall itself, forgotten and never monitored. He sketches its path from memory and presses the map into Lily's hands. Find the tunnel. Get everyone out. That night, as Mother Rosalind leads Sam toward the gate, something in her composure falters. Watching him walk calmly toward the van, unafraid, She's struck by a memory she's spent years burying, a child she once tried to save the same way and failed. For one long moment, she hesitates at the gate, and it's enough. Lily and Theo lead every remaining child through the tunnel that same hour, crawling through darkness toward a distant patch of moonlight. When they finally climb out into the open field beyond the wall, the world in front of them is nothing like the danger they were promised, and nothing like the safety they were told existed either. It's simply unknown, vast, and theirs to face for the first time. Deep in the trees, the brass key turns out to fit one more lock, a small hidden box Miss Agnes buried years earlier, containing a single folded map marked with the location of another place just like Willow Hollow. Their escape was never the end of the story. It was only the beginning.